Meisiin tän Arabian yön. Yöt Arabian, kuumat kuin päivä on. Tunteen polttavan, kaikkein kuumimman alla saat auringon.
Tässä vielä päälle. Näin ihan kivasti. Äänenauha päälle. Mä otan vielä hupparikin päälle, niin mä näytän niin tyhmältä tää vittu. Mikä poolopaita tää nyt on ja miksi nämä hihat on taas jossakin perseessä? Kuka on sotkenut minun hupparini? Tämä ei ole hauskaa enää. Tämä on minun hupparini ja kukaan ei koske siihen. No, tules nyt. No, vittu. No niin, ja totta kai saa väärällä puolella. Pitää puskea se takaisin sinne, minne se kuuluu. Noin. Noin. Vanha kunnon vanha hupparini, jossa on lampaan villa turkki takana. Jeps. Vielä pipoa pitää säätää. Noin, nyt ollaan oikein asiallisia. Saakeli soikoo. Mutta okei, eli nyt sitten voidaan aloittaa tämä. Elikkä morjesta taas YouTube. Lone on täällä taas. Ja tervetuloa. Missä tervetuloa on vaikea sanoa, kun mä sanon se L vahingossa äsken. Mutta tervetuloa Lonen reaktio-sarjaan. Ja erilaista tällä kertaa. Avatkaas muuten mitä. Pinkie Tales on tullut taas lisää. Noin 1 kappale. Joo, ja mitä mä nyt oikein siitä pikkukuvasta ja nimestä arvelenkin, että se on varmaan Aladiniin liittyvä tarina. Ja mä en oo koskaan muuta kuin Disneyn puolelta nähnyt Aladinista sen elokuvan. Ja itse asiassa kaikki elokuvat Aladinista. Mut en oo mitään vakituista tarinaa kuullut Aladinista, että tää saattaa ehkä olla vähän erilaisempi tarina kuin miten Disney saattaa ymmärtää, koska aika moni tarina, kuten vaikka esimerkiksi toi Pinokkio, niin sehän on se ihmisten esittävä elokuva. Mun mielestä se on nyt vähän mikä menee sen oikean tarinan mukaan periaatteessa aika lailla, koska se on paljon raaempi tarina kuin se mitä siinä Disneyn elokuvassa oikeastaan on. Ja se pitää itse asiassa paikkaansa. Mutta ja kun tässä nyt on tämä video tässä aluillaan suurin piirtein tässä taustalla tehdään, että sitä näe, mutta tämä artstyle on muuttunut pikkasen erilaiseksi. En tiedä tarkoituksella vai sitten ihan jostakin muusta syystä. Jos joku tietää, miksi on vaihtanut artstylea, niin joku voi ehkä selittää mulle, miksi on vaihtanut tähän. Mutta mä itse tykkäsin siitä, että se oli niin lähellä sitä shown omaa artstylea. Ei mitään vikaa siinä, mutta en valitakaan, koska aina nämä videot on ollut hyviä. Mutta anyhow, voidaan aloittaapa tämä videokin sitten tästä näin. Joten laitetaanpa se nyt päälle. Ja edelleen Pinkie Talesin nämä aloitukset ovat aina sikakovalla. Joten säädän varmaan videon äänen raitaakin vähän ilmalle. Shaladdin. Kukas hahmo? En mitään hajuu.
We're going to read a story about a faraway land with lots and lots of sand. Are you ready?
Lots of sand. Eikä koskaan muuten käytetty Arabiassa.
In the hot desert sands of Equestria, there was a kingdom called Saddle Arabia, home to adventure, exotic treasure and family.
Ja jos siellä oikeasti asuu hevosia, niin sen jälkeen mä oikeasti sitten repeän, joskus ne näyttää sen paikan, koska siellähän kävi hevosia ennen sieltä päin.
Where a mysterious and magical cave in the shape of a giant pony head arose from a great sand dune to greet the pony.
Miksi toi? Mikä toi oli toi luolan nimi? Mikä toi luolan nimi oli? Mut minkä takia se on muutettu Rabbitin pääksi? Mitä vittua? Miksi tää on näin kovalla? Nyt mä en ymmärrä. Ja en sitten hiero palleja, niin jos joku viittii sitä edes miettiä. Mulla on haarojen välissä vaan tuo hemmetin äänen säätövehiä.
Oh, this is promising. What is it you want?
Mikä se oli suomenkielisessä siinä Aladinissa? Mikä se oli?
The Pegasus's hooves shook in fright as he
Vittu!
glanced over
Mä en
his shoulder
muista!
at the mysterious stallion waiting behind him. The
Ah!
stallion narrowed
Mä en
his
muista,
eyes
ärsyttää.
and pointed his hoof expectantly in the direction of the giant pony head.
Let me guess, darling. You want access to my treasures and valuables? I am the Cave of Rarity, after all. They don't call
Cave
me
of Rarity.
I'm right here, darling. There's no need to shout.
The Pegasus glanced over his shoulder one more time.
Tää on muuten aika ovelaa, koska Raritihan tykkää aarteista ja tälleen, niin sehän on ihan ovelaa, että se on... Niin että se on niinku just se pää. Ja ihme, että Sombra on nyt tässä niinku tämä Jafarin roolissa. Eli tää varmaan menee niinku sen oikean Aladin tarinan mukaan varmaan.
She puffed out her sandy cheeks and spat the stallion back into the air. He soared miles overhead, screaming as he did so, while the cave sputtered in disgust.
Okei, eli ei se nyt ihan noin mennyt.
My! That was vile! Absolutely disgusting! He tasted like...
Nyt mä en muista, mikä sen luolan nimi oli. Vitsi.
No pony had better bother me again until a proper gentle colt with a heart of gold dares enter my treasure trove. And handsome. He simply must be handsome. Cleanliness is important as well.
Jaa.
Perhaps he likes long walks on the
Ja
beach.
jos
Staying inside cozy
Rainbow Dash on
fire
taas
on rainy
tässä
nights.
pääroolissa, niin
That we
hitto.
have much
Mutta kun
reindeer
toi
in the desert.
Shaladdin,
The cave continued.
mulla ei oo mitään hajua, kuka se oikeasti
Slowly
on.
descended out of sight, leaving nothing
Siisti
but
editointi,
giant
jee.
sand dune and the mysterious stallion behind.
Huh. Well, that's something you don't see every day now, is it? A
Okidoki.
impossible
Äpylsäkin serkustaan tullut
A
papukaija.
loudmouth
Oh,
talking
shit,
parrot
no.
perched on the back of the stallion said,
Then again, you don't see stallions like that every day either. I mean, is it even logical that all them muscles help that fool fly? You think that'd be counterproductive, what with the size
Niin no,
of their wings?
sitä minäkin olen miettinyt sarjan alusta asti.
Clearly this wasn't the correct pony to accomplish our task.
Good luck finding someone better. Or dumber.
Worry not. My magic will point us in the direction of this pony with a heart of gold. Victory
Okidoki.
is close at hoof, my friend.
and with that, the stallion ignited his horn with magic, and the pair disappeared into the night. The next day, life continued as normal for the ponies of Saddle Arabia. Deep in the heart of the city, the marketplace was alive.
Oh
with
my
busy
fucking
sellers.
god.
By mid-morning, the
Shining
ponies had
armor
to sell their wares and had
on
attracted a
Aladinin
sizable
roolissa.
crowd.
Jos mä nyt oikein ymmärsin.
As it
No,
was not
se
uncommon
käy
for
järkeä,
thieves
koska
to
hän
have
on
the
ainoa
money
miespuolinen,
tempting
jonka voisin
exotic trinkets and
olettaa sen
oddities.
olevan siinä
One
roolissa.
such thief was a young
Mutta en sano
stallion
mitään.
called Shaladdin. Having been brought
Ja
up
koska
on the streets with only his agility
SH
and street smarts,
Shaladdin,
Shaladdin
niin se on
spent his
Shining
days
Armor.
dodging
Aika
palace
lähellä
guards
kyllä.
and stealing the
Miten mä sitä
meals he
tajunnut?
needed to
Mä en oo.
survive.
Ihan sama.
Wait, you mean there are ponies in Saddle Arabia who have to steal just to live? What kind of crazy backwards place is this? Why can't they just eat the
Se on vittu Iran
There is no
vittu.
grass, Pinkie. This is a desert.
Ja oikeasti se on Arabia.
have to do with anything? I mean,
Koska
I know I
vittu.
could live off of cupcakes and pies.
Saddle Arabia. Ei se muuten voi tarkoittaa muuta kuin Arabiaa. Ja Arabiassa oikeasti on kaikki päin persettä muutenkin.
Dessert. That's a really cute
Mutta tää on silloin vuonna nakkia
I'm
keppi.
referring to a large, dry, barren region, usually having sandy or rocky soil and little or no vegetation.
I don't know what desserts taste like where you come from, but that doesn't sound appetizing at all. You haven't lived until you've tried the cake's award-winning marzipan mascarpone meringue madness. Ooh, wait here. I'll go get you some right now.
No, Pinkie, I don't need. Shaladdin wouldn't have escaped pursuit all these years if it
No ainakin
weren't
tuo
for his
apina ja
very
kukaan
best
hahmo.
friend Apul. The
Ja
monkey.
ok, hyvä.
Of the pair of them, Shaladdin had great strength, but it was Apul who was gifted with the brains. Together, they were an unstoppable pair.
All right, Apul. Another day, another dinar.
Shaladdin said, scanning the marketplace stalls for something delicious to steal.
Do Saddle Arabian ponies use dinars? I thought we were trying not to misrepresent the culture with this here story. Besides, when have we ever ended the day with any money at all?
It's just an expression.
Oliko tai just
Yeah,
se
I'm
apina?
starving. And I've got my eye on that stall of fruit over there. Just look at all those choices of pool. Oranges, mangoes.
Otetaan, puhuuko se uudestaan?
Cherries, grapes.
Mä oon nyt ihan varma.
Pineapples.
Wait, can our climate really grow all that? We're in a desert, not on a tropical island.
Oh, look, they have your favorite.
Don't say it.
Applejack? Mitä
Bananas, right, cause I'm a monkey. Sorry.
Miksi Applejack on tuossa roolissa? Nyt vittu toinen roolisuoritus Applejackille, joka on ihan ei sopiva sille. Hänestä tuli apinga tässä vitun rooli. Tässä vitun tarinassa. Ei vittu. Siis vielä sen papukaijan mä vielä jakson ymmärtää, mutta vittu Applejack. Eihän Paul edes puhunut siinä koko elokuvassa tai edes varmaan siinä niinku tarinassakaan, niin minkä takia se piti pistää hahmoksi? Ja of course, tämä prinsessa. Mikä se nyt oli? En muista, niin. Se on Cadence. Kukahan on muuten Cadencein isä muuten? Koska siihen tarvitaan edelleen se sulttaani.
That'll be 2 bits.
Oh, so we're back to bits now?
Apul asked, still concealed from view. Shaladdin was not too far away, watching the exchange curiously. He seemed rather fixated on the mysterious
on kiva, kun
shopper
nenän
who
alla on
might
semmonen
cost him
vitun
his breakfast.
ilkeä finni tai tämmönen.
Right.
Särkee muuten ihan sikana.
If you would just let me go back to the palace, I can... You can't pay, you say? So you're a thief then? Do you know what happens to thieves like you?
No, I can pay. I just don't have anything on me right now.
Guards! Thief!
The mayor's eyes darted around the marketplace in fear. Thinking fast, Apul climbed up the fruit stand and jumped onto the merchant's
Niin, no,
head,
ehkä semmoinen henkilö,
over her eyes, before
joka sattuu
reclining her
olemaan
spot on
palatsissa
Shaladdin's
elänyt
back.
niin kauan kuin hän muistaa, niin eihän se tietenkään tarvinnut maksaa, mistä se saa ruoan pöytään ilmaiseksi. Koska sen isä maksaa ne. Mutta ei se nyt niin tyhmä pitäisi olla, että se ei tiedä, että kaupungilla kaikki maksaa.
Shaladdin said, leading the mare away from the ruckus.
You didn't have to do that.
The mayor said, out of breath as she tried to keep up.
Don't worry about it. It's about time I got myself into trouble today anyway. I'm Shaladdin. This little buddy of mine here is Apul.
The mayor started, but was cut off when the crowds parted and a line of palace guards were waiting for them. The guard in charge stepped forward with a smug grin on her face.
Okei, Rainbow'da sillä on 2 roolia.
Only just visible under the helmet she wore.
Wait, what? But I thought Rainbow was the merchant back there.
Halt! You finally done it this time, street rats.
Mietin muuten samaa. Kiitos,
Guard
Applejack.
fanned out her wings and readied herself to take off in pursuit.
Who said this was easy?
Shaladdin asked, turning his attention to a large cart of barrels nearby. He bounded to the side, kicked off
Hassua, mutta mä otasin tän kyllä niin kuin 720p, mutta ei näytä 720p. En tiedä.
Not wasting any time, Shaladdin motioned for the men.
Ei silloin vielä, kunhan tää näyttää hyvältä vielä.
See that old abandoned building? Wait there till I've given these guys the slip.
What about you?
This isn't the worst challenge I've faced.
Shaladdin said with a grin,
Worst
igniting
challenge
his
I've
magic
faced.
and teleporting the mare across the street and out of harm's way.
Miksi sä teleporttaa it?
Why in the hell are we putting ourselves in danger every day just for a darn piece of fruit when you can make one appear?
Aw, but where's the fun in that?
There he is!
Okei, selvä.
Apul recognized the sound of the guard's voice and turned to see a familiar deep crimson coat and light orange mane.
Let's get a move on. This one's not gonna be easy to outmuscle.
Big Mackin on vartijan roolissa.
They ran along the alleyway which
Ja Vinyl on taas semmonen hahmo. Hei, Derindu on tuolla yläkerrassa. Mutta Vinyl ja Changeling. Mitä Changeling tekee tuolla? Jos et näet, on takataustalla sellainen on. Niin Vinyl ei sovi tähän porukkaan millään tavalla. Se on ihan joku turisti. Enemminkin.
Halt! Yep, saw that coming.
Shaladdin only had moments to react before he was sure to be caught. Taking a sharp turn, he jumped back down between a pair of buildings, narrowly missing the clothing line between them as he fell.
Kuinka pitkä tää on tää tarina?
Was not as fortunate. She flew straight into
Tässä istutaan pitkään muuten porukat.
The clothing line snapped
Mä haluan kuvata tän
backwards into the
putkeen,
sky.
et mun ei tarvitse tehdä mitään part 2, part 3, 4, Mut mä en koskaan jaksa katsoa mitään kamalan pitkään.
Moments later, he reappeared back inside
Taitaa
the
olla.
abandoned building he had mentioned, hunting and smiling.
See? Piece of cake. Whew.
A pool jumped down from his shoulder and looked around curiously.
Where's the mayor?
Shaladdin looked around nervously for her before racing down the steps of the building and back out into the open. Unfortunately, waiting at the bottom were the palace guards, who quickly seized him while he was distracted. The mayor in question was struggling a few feet away. Shaladdin growled and attempted to use his magic, but the strange device they'd locked on his horn prevented it.
By order of the Sultan.
Niin se ring-juttu.
Let him go.
And why would I do a foolish thing like that?
Because I order you to.
The mayor said, pulling away her disguise. The guards
Siisti
round her
tukkatyyli
fast
muuten
and
Cadence.
immediately fell to the dirt road in a bow. Shaladdin quickly came to the realization that she was none other than the princess of Saddle Arabia. He'd never seen Princess Jadence before, but the moment he did, something in his heart skipped a beat. She was beautiful, and he couldn't look away from her kind lavender eyes.
Ja mä muuten ymmärrän, missä Arabiassa pidetään tommosia niin kuin hotellityöntekijöiden lakkeja. Siis eikö hotellityöntekijät Amerikassa tai jossain niin kuin pidä tommoista punaista hattua päällä? Se on punainen takki päällä. Mä en tiedä mitä varten toi edes on. Jos pitäisi olla hattu päässä, se pitäisi olla semmonen, mikä suojaa sun pääkoppaas auringonpaisteelta.
I will report you to the Sultan myself.
The princess declared. She gave Shaladdin a sympathetic smile and took off in flight for the palace. Shortly after, Shaladdin was...
I'm back! Here, try some of this! Oops.
What? Pinkie? It's all over everything. Even the story.
Even the story. No hei, Pinkie on vähän tämmönen.
Stay back. You've done enough.
But I just want to help.
Go to the bad Pinkie corner now and take the rest of this cake with you.
I'm being punished with dessert? I'm oddly okay with this.
Bad Pinkie corner.
Father? Father?
Ja voi vittu!
Pushing open the throne room.
Tässäkin tarinassa Twilight on tämä... No, hän on kuninkaallinen, joten ymmärrettävää, mutta silti. Mä olisin toivon, että Luna olisi ollut tässä roolissa, koska hän on isompi kuin Cadence. Ja itse asiassa ei kun ole saman kokoisia. Mutta on silti tyhmän näköistä, että...
What were you doing outside the palace walls?
Surely the princess has good reason for abandoning her father.
A dark and sinister-looking pony said, emerging from the side of the throne where previously he had been standing motionless.
Poison jokes.
He was
Kasvattaako ne siellä poison
Sultan's most trusted
jokeja?
advisor. Although he smiled, it was a twisted and unnerving smile, which matched the off-putting tone of his voice.
I didn't abandon any pony. I merely wished to experience something outside of the Stonewall prison.
But you could have been hurt.
I was getting along fine on my own.
That is not what I heard, Your Majesty. My sources have told me that the princess ran into some trouble during her little act of rebellion. She was found with a dangerous criminal in the marketplace before his capture.
He wasn't dangerous. If anything, he saved me from a rude and overbearing street merchant. That's why I'm here, Father, to plead on his behalf.
Miten siinä normi-Aladinissa meni silleen, että miten käy varkaille? Niin, se on käsivittu poikki.
Sombra's eyes widened at the
Oliko se
mention
No on sitä jossakin nykyaikanakin tehty tuolle 10-20 vuotta taaksepäin, niin joissakin paskamaissa on tehty silleen, että varkailta on oikeasti katkaistu käsi.
For his act of bravery, can you not pardon his crimes?
Että joo.
Would be quite impossible, Your Highness. No thief can be
ihan
redeemed
kivaa.
by one mere act of kindness. The Sultan would be wise to keep the youth in the dungeon where he can do no more harm.
I'm afraid he's right, my dear. My hooves are tied on this matter. The law states that a pony must pay for his crimes no matter his intention. The prisoner will remain in the dungeon.
Jadence's eyes watered and she stormed.
Ilman oikeudenkäyntiä vai? No eihän vittu ennen aikaa mitään oikeudenkäyntiä pidetty. Se tuli vasta 1700-luvulla käyttöön varmaan se oikeudenkäynti. Mut kyllä varmaan joissakin jossakin keskiajoilla tai 1500-luvulla varmaankin, niin kuninkaalla oli oikeus päättää, joutuuko tämä henkilö putkaan tai siis vankilaan vai ei. I don't know.
I never liked Bluebird.
Come, I think we have a little business to conduct in the dungeon.
Deep in the confines of the dungeon, Shaladdin found himself chained uncomfortably to the wall. His only means of light came from a small window above his head. Luckily for him, a pool was just the right size to squeeze.
Ja ennen vanhaa vankilatkin oli semmosia, mitä ei koskaan edes puhdistettu. Elikkä se tarkoittaa periaatteessa...
Shaladdin asked, while a pool struggled to free her friend.
Niin, no ei se varmaan ollut tarvettakaan.
A pool said, fidgeting with the lock clumsily.
Maybe you could try to get this thing off my horn first?
Apul examined the strange device locked on Shaladdin's horn. She reached out to touch it and was met with a surprising surge of electrical current.
Apul! Are you alright? Apul?
I absolutely refuse to say this next line.
What next line?
Nope, I'm not gonna do it.
Niinku mikä?
Are you kidding me? We can't advance in the story unless I say it? Consarn it, Pinkie Pie, this is the most ridiculous... Fine. Well, that was... shocking. And the lamest joke I ever had to mutter.
I may be of more assistance to you, my young lad.
Of course.
Huh? Who goes there?
Oh, just a lonely prisoner like yourself.
The stallion said.
Mä kyllä mietin silloin siinä elokuvassakin, että jos Aladin on kerran niin kun, lukittuna seinään, niin miksi muut vangit saa sitten kulkea turvassa vapaana?
Thanks.
You know, you're quite spry for a young stallion. I heard the royal guard discussing your history of dodging your arrest.
Yeah, well, it only takes one mistake to end up here, so none of that really matters, does it?
Miksi mä en muista sen luolan nimeä vieläkään? Mä oon koko ajan miettinyt sen luolan nimeä.
Skills like yours could be of great use to me.
What exactly do you want?
There is a great treasure that awaits the pair of us. If you are willing to take the risk, only I know its whereabouts. But alas,
mutta mä pelkään sitä, että kuka tulee tässä tarinassa olemaan se saakelin niinku tämä henki. Jos mä arvaan oikein, se on Pinkie Pie. Koska jos Redditin rooli on nyt ollut se Cave, niin silloin Pinkie Pie on oltava se hemmetin henki. Koska niillä on vähän samankaltainen persoona, ainakin mä näin uskon. Mutta jos on jotain muuta, niin en sit tiedä kuka voisi olla toinen.
Really? That's how easy it is to get out of here? No wonder there's so much crime in Saddle Arabia.
Apul muttered as Shaladdin followed the stallion out of his cell. It was just after twilight when the pair of ponies had reached the opening of the Cave of Rarity.
Twilight was there?
No, Pinkie. Twilight as in time of day. Wait. What are you doing out of your corner?
I came to see if it's the genie thing yet.
You do realize that you spoiled part of the plot, right? You'll be in the story.
Eikös toi pitäisi jo ihan periaatteessa spotata se?
What do you mean?
Tai
you're playing the part of the genie, aren't you?
Just because I can break the fourth wall and make lots of funny jokes, you just assume that I casted myself as the genie, huh? That's called character profiling. I expected better from you.
Well, if you let me continue the story, maybe we'll find out who is playing the genie.
Proceed.
Se on silti Pinkie Pie, ei kukaan muu. Ja jos se, no se voi olla Spikekin. Mä olisin kyllä kuvitellut Spikein olevan tämä apina tuttu, mutta se piti Applejack valita siihen rooliin taas. Applejack on aina paskat roolit. Miksi? Vitus.
My name is Shaladdin, and I have come seeking entrance to your vast treasure.
Mutta se voi, koska Redditikin on kyse, se voi myös olla Sweetie Belle. Ihan varmana, koska Reddit Caveissa ei voi olla muuta kuin Sweetie Belle sisällä. Don't know.
You are a much better choice than the last stallion who attempted to enter my cave.
What do you mean, attempted?
Oh? What is this? Is that a country-speaking monkey? Am I really expecting expected to allow a monkey into my treasure trove?
This monkey is my best friend. And if she doesn't go, I don't go.
She doesn't go. Se oli kyllä miespuolinen, anteeksi vain, mutta aivan sama.
Alright, I heard enough. Clearly, young stallion, you have a heart of gold. After all, it must be quite
Niin, kuten se sanottiin siinä elokuvassa, niin hän on hiomaton timantti. Mitäkään se oikeastaan tarkoittaa se sana hiomaton timantti?
But I warn you, touch only the instrument of destiny, or be prepared to face drastic consequences.
The Cave of Rarity opened her mouth to allow Shaladdin passage. As he approached, the old stallion called out to him.
Bring me the instrument of destiny, and the rest of the treasure is yours.
Shaladdin nodded and began the descent into the cave.
Ja kun sille sanottiin, että se ei saa koskea mihinkään muuta kuin
We were just
lamppuun.
warned moments ago not to touch anything else, and this old stallion here wants the one thing we can? How is this not alarming to you?
Yeah, you worry too much, Apool. We'll be fine.
Once
Apple
Shaladdin
taas
and Apool
luettelee
had
näitä
reached the bottom of the
typeriä
cave, their eyes widened
virheitä,
in
mitä
wonder at the
leffoissakin voi
sight
olla.
of the vast treasure within. The difficulty of the situation
Ja sehän oli
was just now
Paul
sinking in.
tolle apinalle. Mä en vitti sanoa sit nimeä, kun mä en muista sitä kunnolla, että se joku tulee taas valittaa, kun mä sanon sen nimen väärin. Mutta sillähän se oli tosi vaikeeta pysyä tuolla niinku housuissaan noista aarteista. Että Aladin on itse päässyt yksinään pois.
Moments before, Shaladdin accidentally stepped hoof on a strange-looking carpet laying atop the sand.
What? What's wrong?
Mitä vittua velkansa sait?
We're allowed to do that down here.
Maybe this is the instrument of destiny?
Oh, well, I'm not exactly an instrument.
The carpet said. Shaladdin backed away from the carpet.
Fluttershy on tässä tarinassa se vitun matto. Ja se matto ei vieläkään puhunut siinä vitun tarinassa siinä elokuvassa. Vittu!
Scare me. No, you just
Ei jumaa.
I've never
Mutta
seen
jos
a talking
kuka...
carpet before. My name's Shaladdin.
Okei, mä en halua tietää kuka se henki on.
Doormat.
Really?
Minä
You
olen...
look like a carpet to me.
No,
Oliko tuo ihan
my name is Doormat. Oh, wait,
pakko, koska tuohan...
said that.
Oh, that's my friend, Apool.
Shaladdin said,
Pool.
turning to the side
Eli-
for doormat to see the monkey on his back.
A monkey?
Allas.
Oh, how adorable. Oh, and she even has a little fez. Aww.
Would you like to come with us? We're looking for the instrument of destiny.
I would love to. I think I know where that is.
Minä olen ovimatto. Niin, koska Fluttershyta pidetään ovimattona, että hän on ovimattona siinä sarjassakin. Ei sillä tavalla, mutta niin sanotusti kirjaimellisesti.
I guess I could, but
Mutta oliko se pakko?
I'm rather afraid of heights.
Apool face-palmed from Shaladdin's back.
How about you get us as close as you can, and we'll figure it out from there.
I can do that.
Doormat said.
Minä
allowing
pelkään
Shaladdin
korkeita
to settle
paikkoja.
on top of
Saat...
it.
No, sä oot siinä sarjassakin Pegasus, että sä voit pelätä korkeita paikkoja. Anteeksi vain Fluttershy. Mutta tuo ei meikkaa mun senssiä yhtään.
Cautionary flight, mere inches off the ground, they arrived in a separate section of the cave where large
Inches
stone
off the
steps led to a glowing pedestal.
Siisti
above.
photosoppaus jostain matosta.
This is it.
Wait, if we're underground and it's dark outside, how is that pedestal lit up?
Come on, Apool. Let's just get this instrument of destiny and get out of here.
Shaladdin said.
Se yrittää tehdä senssiä taas kaikesta toi Pool.
Once they reached the top, Shaladdin paused in surprise.
The instrument of destiny is a tuba.
Of course.
Tuh.
Of course it's a tuba.
Tuba!
Shaladdin
Ja,
didn't say another word. The tuba began to shake and move on its own.
ja tuo on Pinkie Pain sypösmerkki tossa noin. Joten se on oltava... No niin!
A magical genie.
Se on Pinkie Pie! Tada!
You are the genie after all.
Duh. I'm like the perfect pony for this role. Except maybe Discord, but he's still in trouble.
And you gave me all that grief for nothing.
Well, I never said I wasn't gonna play the part.
No wonder all those other narrators quit.
No Discord olisi voinut kyllä olla yksi hyvä vaihtoehto, se on hyvä fakta muuten.
No?
Oh, oops. My bad. just wait until you do that then.
The genie said, disappearing back inside the tuba. Shaladdin looked at a pool, and then back at the tuba, before pressing his lips to the mouthpiece and giving a mighty blow.
Eikö sinä pitänyt hieroa sitä
You've released me from my musical
hemmetin lamppua?
How do you know my name?
Aladin ja taika tuuba.
with the walls.
Vittu, siinä on uusi tarina kirjoitettavana.
Who I am.
Taika tuuba.
Genie?
How did you know? Was it the narrator? Did she spoil it for you?
Don't blame me.
You just said it yourself a couple seconds ago.
Oh, that's right. Well, here I am, the genie of the Instrument of Destiny, otherwise known as a tuba.
Instrument. Ai niin, Instrument of Destiny. No niin, no nyt mä ymmärrän.
You get 3 wishes. Wait.
Koska se on instrument.
What is that?
The genie asked. She disappeared momentarily, only to reappear again next to a pile of treasure that included a large, sparkling sapphire.
Shiny.
The genie said, reaching out a hoof.
Wait, don't!
A pool cautioned, but she was a second too late. The genie picked up the sapphire and admired it in the torchlight.
Tää!
Dare you! My one rule was not to touch my treasure!
But it was so shiny and I couldn't help myself. Oh my, look! The entrance to the cave, it's closing.
Run!
Shaladdin called, using his magic to carry
Mutta
the tuba as he
jos tuo henki kuuluu tuohon porukkaan, eli noihin treasureihin, eli noihin aarteisiin, niin minkä ihmeen takia se ei saisi koskea mihinkään? En tajua.
The cave of rarity had already closed her mouth and descended back into the sand. Looking around them, Shaladdin realized the caverns of vast treasure had all disappeared, leaving nothing but long, empty chasms. He and his friends were stranded hundreds of feet below the surface.
Well, that's just great. How in the hay are we supposed to get out of here?
Oh, I know! Doormat can fly us out! I'd really rather not fly that high. Oh yeah, I forgot you had a height problem. Knew I should have made you the tiger. What?
Eli tuo on periaatteessa auto, koska autot ei lennä tai ajaa kovin kovaa. Kovin korkealla maan
use your unicorn magic, which is always conveniently forgotten.
Oh, right.
Shaladdin said with a smile. He ignited his horn, and in a flash of light, he and his friends appeared on the outskirts of Saddle Arabia.
Ääliö.
But I'm the genie! I'm the only one who's supposed to have magical Ricket powers and save the day! You just light your horn and poof? Like that? What's the point of having a genie? What's the point of having a magical doormat that can fly?
Mietin aivan samaa. Mihin sä tarvitset henkeä, jos sinulla on itselläsi taikuutta? Et sinä tarvitse henkeä silloin mihinkään. Mietin juuri samaa.
Wish it!
Okay. I wish I was a prince.
Okie dokie wokey!
The genie exclaimed with glee.
I wish I was a
Her
prince.
hooves dramatically and conjured a great cloud of pink smoke. When it cleared, Shaladdin could see his appearance was drastically altered to reflect that of Saddle Arabian royalty. Although he wasn't a fan of the pink-centric color scheme, Shaladdin beamed from ear to ear.
What in the hay did you do to me?
Shaladdin turned around to see that Simeon was no longer a monkey. Instead, she had a purple scaly body with a stubby pointed tail and green spikes that spanned from the top of her head to the base of her
Spike saa selvästikin tämän poolin roolin.
Shaladdin's a prince now. He needs something cooler than a monkey for a pet, don't you think? What's more
Mitä apinassa on vikana?
I think you're adorable. Maybe next time you won't suggest some pony use magic to upstage the only magical pony in this story. Besides the bad guy.
You turn me into
Is that what
Spike.
this is about? I'm just pointing out the obvious because some pony tells her stories with these giant plot holes that don't make a lick of sense. You only cast yourself as the genie so you could steal the show, didn't you?
Are you following any of this?
Free reign over all the details, even though it don't make a lick of sense.
Genie, come here.
What?
You're dragging this out longer than it needs to be. We need to move on.
But narrator,
And you're turning a pool back into a monkey.
Aw, do I have to?
Genie.
Fine.
Sombrar.
The princess called, storming down the palace
Siis
corridors.
mä edelleen on sitä mieltä, että nää on helvetin loistava idea niinku aamu-tv lapsille, mut vittu, miksi te teet tätä? Se olisi niin loistava juttu.
It is my duty to uphold the peace in Saddle Arabia. I merely Stallion sentence.
Minä aion panna sinua perseeseen ihan kovaa. Minä olen vanha pieru.
The stallion was
Swallowed by a giant pony head in the middle of nowhere.
What?
he just princess.
What? You were there. You saw him get eaten.
Brago started, but was swiftly cut off when Sombrar's magic snapped the parrot's mouth shut.
I'm afraid I must inform you that the stallion was banished to the desert. I don't make the rules, princess. I merely enforce them. We can't go changing our bylaws because the princess felt bad for the street urchin.
But the scorching sands of the desert stretch on for miles. It's a death sentence.
A tragic yet necessary part of Saddle Arabia's prosperity. Besides, you have far more things to worry your pretty little head about, Like your lineage.
He's right, my daughter.
The Sultan said.
Mikä lineage?
Throne room with his escort of
Jos tää
palace
veikkaa jotakin niinku häitä tai vittu.
I have
En tiedä.
promised the ponies a decision will be made before tomorrow at sunset.
But father, every stallion asking for my hoof were all egotistical brutes only after the throne. How could you expect me to choose one of them to wed?
With all due respect, princess, we cannot simply wait around for some pony to burst into the palace and declare they have found your true love.
Now that's just asking to be jinxed.
The palace doors burst open, and a strange pink pony pushed a large cannon into view, aimed directly at the
Sieltä tulee vittu pelehirmu.
Told you.
Your
Told you.
Royal Majesties, and creepy advisor stallion and annoying talking pigeon.
Hey!
May I present to you Princess Jaden's true love?
The pink pony said, igniting
How
a
you
cannon which
already know that?
exploded into an array of balloons, confetti, streamers, and a regal stallion
Ja
standing
silti
atop
toi
a magic
pinkki
flying
puku.
doormat. The stallion soared across the room, his doormat screaming the entire way.
My oh my, who is this?
The Sultan exclaimed, taken in by the flashy entrance.
Oh hey, it's that Shaladdin kid. He must have found the genie and gotten out.
Hush, I must learn who this Shaladdin is.
Are you kidding me? You don't
Taas sama juttu.
Shaladdin! Look, I can see that monkey's tail coming out from under his turban.
Give it up, cousin. They'll never listen.
Your Majesty, my name is Prince Shining Armor, and I have come to request the hoof.
No niin, nyt se muutti nimensä Shining Armoriksi.
You certainly know how to make an appearance, young prince. Come, meet my daughter, the rarest and most beautiful flower in all of Saddle Arabia.
Shaladdin bowed before Jaden's and kept his eyes locked on hers. She looked so different from the runaway he had met on the street, but her striking eyes remained as hypnotizing as he remembered. Shaladdin was frozen in place, unable to summon the right words to greet her, in fear of her rejection.
Princess, you are indeed quite lovely. I wish I knew what to say.
Having unwittingly used his second wish, Genie poofed to a tiny floating version of herself and told him the next line to say.
I have traveled a great distance and faced many obstacles to ask you this one question. Will you marry me?
If you think I can be won over by an exuberant entrance like that, then you are a fool. Unlike my father,
Tää on aika tyhmin kysymys, mitä sä voit aloittaa, kun sä tapaat naisen ekaa kertaa. Haluatko sinä naida minut? Koska ei ne treffit toimi näin.
Princess Jaden
Tai kun ennen vanhankin oli vielä tämmönen, että vain kuninkaalliset voivat naida kuninkaallisia, koska vittu veri. Vittu. Vittu siniverisyys. Sellaista ei olekaan.
In the courtyard below Princess Jaden's balcony, Shaladdin was pacing back and forth. He was worried that he'd ruined his first impression with the princess, and ultimately, her approval.
Genie, what am I going to do? She'll never give me a chance now.
Aw, cheer up, Shaladdin. There's way too much fan art and merchandise of you two for this not to work.
Jeannie said, mindlessly blowing balloon animals that would then come to life.
I don't think she was too keen on the meet and engage thing you had going on there.
Excuse me, little Miss Sour Apple, but for your information, all the best fairy tale princes get the girl that way. Just ask Prince Dash or Prince Charming. They meet, they kiss, they marry. Ooh, you just forgot to kiss her. No wonder it didn't work.
Maybe if I go up there, just explain how I feel. She might not hate me.
Got you covered.
Jeannie said, magicking a giant heart-shaped hot air balloon with a picture of Shaladdin and Jaden's kissing planted.
I don't think I'll be needing your help for this one, Jeannie.
Okei, selvä.
Your magic isn't great. It's just that, Doormat here said she really wants to help me out.
I do?
Of course you do. After all, every pony has to conquer their fears eventually, right? All you have to do is fly me up to the balcony. I'll do the rest.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Aw, really? But look, it even says shipments approved.
I'll tell you what, Jeannie. I'll use Doormat's help this time. And then when the princess is in love with me, I'll use my last wish to set you free.
What?
Really? Does that mean I can go anywhere and use my magic for anything I want?
Now let's just think about that a little bit, Shaladdin. I'm not sure the world can handle Jeannie's, unique style of magic.
Nah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Shaladdin said, standing atop Doormat and guiding her flight to the balcony above. Princess Jaden had shut herself in the chamber set for display in the throne room.
Mitä vittua?
Ranger the tiger was close at hoof, wishing there was
Fucking tiger!
Princess.
They're expecting a decision.
Mitä vittua nyt
This is why
oikein?
you tried to leave in the first place. I can't marry one of those brutes and allow my father's throne to be misused.
Vuoseomma tapanitteni nyt.
Just suddenly leapt to her paws and growled lowly in the direction.
Rainbow Dancesta tehtiin vittu.
What is it?
Tiikeri tässä vitun tarinassa.
Cadence wondered aloud. She crossed the room and opened the door
Ei
with
jumalauta.
Ranger following close behind. Standing
Tää oli
alone,
vielä pahempi juttu kuin se
Prince
vittu,
shining armor with an apologetic grin on his face.
että se äpulsak on vittu apina.
Princess. Please forgive my intrusion. I just...
Shaladdin was cut off when Ranger pounced, claws swiping at the intruder.
Ranger, no. Let me handle this.
Ranger? As in rainbow? She's the tiger queen?
Rain!
I ran out of the budget. Do you know how much it costs to turn you into a monkey? Or Rarity into a giant talking head?
Wait.
Rarity in the giant talking head. What? Miten niin se en mä tiedä. Aivan sama.
I was so nervous to talk to you that I stumbled on my words.
That didn't seem like a stumble to me. It seemed like a proposal.
Believe me, Princess, even I don't know what I was thinking. I only wanted to say the right thing, and it got a little out of hoof. Please, give me another chance.
Mä en ymmärrä, minkä takia Shaladdin Armorista sitten ei tule alicornia, koska hän on prinssi tai enemmänkin kuningas, jos sanotaan näin. Niin minkä takia hänestä ei sitten tullut alicornia, sitä mä oon vähän miettinyt.
She's so beautiful.
What is that?
Oh, this is Doormat. She's a magical flying and talking carpet who just so happens to enjoy animals and hate heights.
A magical what?
Here, let me show you.
You want me to stand on a magical talking carpet and fly off this balcony? You're right. My first impression of you wasn't correct. You're not a selfish, egotistical brute. You're just insane.
Don't tell me you're
You are
afraid.
just insane.
Afraid? Why would I be afraid? I have wings. I can fly perfectly well on my own.
This can't be the worst challenge you've faced.
At the mention of those words,
Hyvä fakta, Cadence!
what the poor stallion
Sulla on siivet, sä voit itse lentää.
gave the prince a closer
Tää
look.
tarina on täynnä
He
kaikkea
listened
tämmöstä, että
to men.
minulla
He
on
ventured
tämä
to
jo.
guess that this was
Sori.
indeed the Shaladdin she had feared was long gone.
All right, I'll go.
Shaladdin smiled.
Eikös
and
parempi, jos
helped
nää kaikki olisi ollut
her
Earth
before
Pony,
the
mutta
three
aivan
of them
samarin
rose from the
sama.
balcony into the night sky. There's something magical about flying doormat rides over a moonlit city. In the span of a few minutes, her mind and her heart was changed about Shaladdin, and she embraced feelings of oddly placed romance. Holding each other close, Shaladdin and Jaden sang the woes of the lives they had led, and the bright
No, se on sekin aika ovelaa, että jos sä oot lentäjä ja sit sä viet kyllä sun tyttöystäväs niin kuin lentoreissulle, niin kyllä sekin varmaan silleen, että vittu tää on vitun awesomea. Haluan mäkin lentää joskus pienkoneella.
After their magical flight around the city, Dormat returned the happy couple to the princess's balcony, grateful to be on solid ground again. Before it was time to leave, Shaladdin pulled the princess into an embrace.
Here I was dreading the decision I was forced to make, and now I find myself rejoicing in it. I must find my father right away.
Jaden said, taking off from the balcony in flight with a bright smile on her face. Moments later, Ginny and Apul joined Shaladdin on the balcony.
You did it! Oh, look at you. I bet your heart is all a flurry. Get it?
Very
Ovelaa, Pinkie. Flurry heart.
Could never have done this without you.
Ovelaa, oikeesti ovelaa.
Magic now that I'm gonna be free. I can throw the biggest party in pony history and invite everyone. Well, everyone. I'm the party type. Maybe I can just make things canon. Ooh, like Princess Big Mac. Wouldn't he make the most amazing princess ever?
Genie, wait.
Princess Big Mac. I don't wanna see that. Sorry.
On my own. Jaden still thinks I'm a prince, and the only thing I have to my name is a fancy title and some nice clothes. If I can't convince the princess that I am royalty, I don't have a chance.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I might need to hang on to my third wish. For now.
But you... I thought... You can't!
Wow, even I think that's cold.
Apul said, Dormat agreeing with a soft nod.
Oh, come on, guys. You can't blame me for being worried. I don't want to lose her.
Fine. If you need me, master, I'll be in...
Miksi se pyydä vaan Cadencea sanomaan sitä? Tuolla on monta henkilöä, joilla on 3 toivomusta. Yhdessä niillä on 6 toivomusta, jos se hemmetin. Twilight otetaan vielä mukaan.
The genie said, disappearing back into the tuba in a huff.
Looks like you're out of luck, Prince Shining Armor. Or should I say, Shaladdin?
A dark voice said somewhere behind Shaladdin.
Niin, koska se on
in a flash of light,
joo.
Shaladdin was transported to the throne room of the palace. His fine robes had become rags again, and his friends Dormat and Apul were being restrained by the Saddle Arabian guard.
Stop squirming, you little pest!
The rainbow-maned guard said, trying to hold Ranger still.
Roar!
Wait, what?
Brago chimed in.
Wait,
from
what?
The guard to the tiger and back.
None of this makes a lick of sense anymore.
Don't even get me started.
In the confusion,
Ei mitään
Shaladdin's
muutakaan.
tuba was pried from his hooves, and he was detained by the remaining castle guard. Sombra held
Kuinka kauan tää vielä kestää? Kohta on lopussa, jes. Tää loppuu. Jes, tämä loppuu. Me ollaan kuvattu melkein tunti tätä. No nyt te valette, 47 minuuttia on äänenlaita kestänyt.
Destiny is mine. You bring me the Sultan and the Princess, and you detain the boy. The last thing I need is for some pony to decide to be stupid and heroic.
The Saddle Arabian guard didn't hesitate and carried out Sombra's wishes. As they did so, Sombra blew into the tuba mouthpiece, summoning the genie. A great flash of light and smoke appeared from within. But rather than the genie, a large sign hovered in the air in her place.
We're sorry. The genie you were trying to reach is unavailable at this time. If you are here to apologize, blow the tuba once. If you are evil and trying to take over the world, blow in the tuba twice. Thank you.
Enough of this.
Tuba twice.
I am Sombra, your new master, and I demand you appear before me to grant me my wishes.
Does that mean you wish to see me out there?
Yes. Wait, no, that's not what I...
Too late. That's one wish down, 2 remaining. Who said you were
Ovelaa, Pinkie.
Italian hero to outsmart the big bad? Wait, what did you say your name was? Sombrero? Like the hat?
Enough.
Sombrero! Älä muistuta sitä pätkää.
The guards returned with the Sultan and the Princess, both of whom protested angrily, but were unable to sway the guard's objective.
There's no use, your majesty. Your stallions answer only to me now. All it took was a simple brainwashing curse, and their feeble little minds were mine to control.
No! Sombra, you traitor! Yeah, isn't it weird that the bad guy already has magic to do stuff like that, and yet still thinks he needs a genie to take over?
Jep, mietin aivan samaa.
Second wish.
I wish to be the Sultan of all of Saudi Arabia!
Okay.
Sombra and all the ponies in the room waited in anticipation of a large display of magic that never came.
Well?
It's done. What, do you want a parade and a lavish musical number? Because we didn't have time to do that for the good guy. What makes you think you're gonna get it?
You won't get away with this, Sombrar.
Okay.
I refuse to obey a sultan like you.
Shaladdin shouted, struggling against
Tällä
the
vartijalla on
guards
selvästi
that held him.
kakkaa silmissään, koska ruskeet
Little
jutut.
Shaladdin, I had almost forgotten. Your charade ends at last, my naive little friend. Did you really believe I wouldn't recognize you when you came parading back to Saudi Arabia?
You didn't. I did.
And what must the princess think of you now, Now that she knows you are nothing more than a street rat plucked from the marketplace and conned into getting me the tool I need to take over her father's throne.
I already knew who he was.
Wait, what?
You don't think I could forget you this quickly, do you, Shaladdin? Once I saw you on my balcony, I recognized you. I knew you were only pretending to be a prince to bypass the law of my father.
Smart girl. Don't see many of those in the older Disney movies, do ya?
It doesn't
Yep.
matter. There is only one way to get rid of a meddlesome fool like you, Shaladdin.
Tuolla on niin tyhmiä, että ei tunnisteta naamasta, että oi niin sä oot se sama jätkä, vaan pistetään vaan uudet vaatteet päälle ja uusi nimi.
Sombra ignited his horn and stamped his hooves on the ground, causing it to quake. Every pony, including the guards, lost their balance, giving Shaladdin the opportunity to escape. He raced towards the princess, only to be thrown in the opposite direction by a
Gummy?
great scaly
Mitä
tail that
vittua?
appeared between them.
Shaladdin, no!
Ovelaa.
Is he a giant alligator? A giant baby alligator.
That's it. I quit. You made the bad guy turn into Gummy?
Please, he's not gummy. He's got teeth. See? Really sharp ones, too. Shaladdin's doomed. Popcorn?
Sombra snapped his teeth at
Popcornia.
Shaladdin, who narrowly missed them.
Okay,
He
I
looked
give
away
up.
from Sombra's continued
Terveisin
attacks, but knew
pool.
eventually fatigue
Oikeesti
would spell
pool.
his doom.
I don't know about you, but I'm betting on the alligator.
Brago said, joining Genie and snacking on the buttery treat she had conjured.
Brayago, you too?
Way I see it, cuz, if you can't beat 'em, join 'em. Ain't I supposed to be evil anyway?
Yeah, till the sequel when you get redeemed for no other reason other than they wanted to keep Gilbert Gottfried around.
Makes sense.
Give it up, Shaladdin. You have failed. Your wits and magic can never exceed my own.
Giant baby
Not true,
alligator.
Sombrar.
Oikeesti.
You are forgetting one crucial thing. Genie has more power than you will ever have. Once I get my
Siis
boots on that tuba and wish
Photoshoppausta.
the powers of a
Haettu
genie,
vaan
I will
värit.
defeat you.
Don't just go shouting your plan, Shaladdin.
Trust me, little friend.
You do have a point, but I'm afraid you shall never have that chance, you fool, for it is I who will use my final wish to become an all-powerful genie!
So is that like you wishing it, or just giving a play-by-play of what's going on in your head?
I wish for you to make me into an all-powerful genie!
There it is. I knew that first one wasn't like an official wish.
Consarn it, Pinkie, just do it!
Apple said, seeing the way her friend was tiring in his attempts to dodge the giant reptile's attacks. The genie nodded, and the room flashed with a
okei,
burst
minä
of magic,
ymmärsin.
transforming Sombra from alligator to a menacing genie with eyes that glowed and magic like great plumes of black smoke.
I can feel the power coursing through me. No pony will ever be able
Jos sillä on tuuba, niin vittu mä suutun. Siinä ei sit mitään järkeä.
Shaladdin raced across the room while Sombra was distracted, following the black smoke to its source.
Sombrero!
In front of a large Mexican.
Nyt meni kyllä sit oikeesti.
Now he's a sombrero. See that, my
Sombrero.
That's right, Sombrar. You do have all the magic, but you can't use it. As a genie, you are bound to follow the whims of a master. Whichever master dares wear this, hat.
What?
For my first
Sombrero.
and only wish, I wish for you to banish yourself from all pony kind, somewhere far away, where no pony nor creature will ever find you again.
Sombra growled in protest, but his magic ignited, and with a resounding boom, he disappeared, taking the strange hat prison with him.
See,
Hat
now that is
prison.
how the original story should have ended. Would have saved everyone the headache of a sequel. Sorry, Briago. Guess that means you don't get redeemed.
Wait! Let's talk about this for a sec. I was brainwashed. Like the cards. I never liked that guy. Too brooding, too obviously evil. I like the sun.
Niin se väitti.
You'll give me a chance, right,
Siitä niin
Shaladdin?
kuin
What about you?
kakkoselokuvassa.
We are kin after all.
I'm sorry. Do I know you?
Ooh, burn!
Shaladdin reared on his hind legs and aimed a spell towards Brago, who screamed in protest.
All right, I'm going. I'd rather be a Western pony stereotype than a bird anyway.
Brago said, fleeing from Shaladdin and his friends in a hurry.
Shaladdin!
Jadance cried in relief, running into Shaladdin's open hooves.
A disaster! An absolute catastrophe! To think all these years I trusted him to... Why, Jadance, my dear. Can it be true? Have you finally decided on a suitor?
Ainoa henkilö, joka osaa seurata niinku näitä roolia on helvetti tämä Twilight.
Please, if you want me to be happy, abolish your law and let us be together.
Shaladdin, my boy, you have proven to be brave of heart and noble of spirit. I could not have asked for some pony better to wed my daughter and bring her a lifetime of happiness.
Sanoiko se wed my daughter, vai kuulinko minä väärin?
The two lovers rejoiced and locked their lips in a romantic kiss.
Does he
Romanttinen
realize that
suudelma.
Sultan's
Mikä on
father's an
romanttinen
alicorn
suudelma?
and probably will live forever. And so is the princess, so there's really no need for an heir.
Shh! What is it with you fourth wall breakers and interrupting the love scene?
Shaladdin
Hei
nuzzled
Pinkie, vähän
Jadance,
samat jutut
but
sulle.
pulled away
Sä oot
with a
ihan
small
samanlainen.
grin.
There's just one thing left to do. Genie, I use my third wish, and I wish you free.
Genie let out a mighty cheer and ignited a slew of party cannons in celebration before bouncing off the walls in a flurry of pink light and magic. With no limit to her power, she would now be free to spread her crazy energy in parties across the globe.
And we're doomed.
And we are doomed.
Good night, Poundin' Pumpkin. I'm so glad I finally get to tell you the real story. Sweet dreams, my little ponies. And I'll see you all next time for some more Pinkie Tales.
Täytyy kyllä nyt myöntää. Tää oli hyvä. Tää oli sika hyvä. Ja jos tää aikoo näissä Pinkie Talesissa niin kun mennä näihin niin kun Disneyn elokuviin, niin we are doomed, jos vaan sanon näin tällä tavalla. Mä en muuten edes tiennyt, että tänne on tullut uusi Pinkie Tales. Mä vaan kävin yhtenä tässä tänään tuossa parisen tuntia sitten. Kävin katsomassa netistä, että mitäs täällä on, että onko täällä tullut mitään uutta. Niin sit minä katoin huvivuoksi Pinkie Tales, niin sitten löytyi tämä. Saddle Arabian Nights, Shaladdin. Niin. Mulla tuli erittäin tyhmä idea, mitä voisin laittaa niinku tohon mun kanavan introksi nyt sitten, kun tämä kerran tämä jakso on kyseessä. No te varmaan alkuperin tiedätte jo sen, jos mä nyt niin päätän tehdä, mutta jos en tehnyt, niin mä ajattelin, että mä laitan sen Yöt Arabian biisin tohon alkuintroon, joka voisi olla kyllä aika helvetin hauska juttu, mutta Katsotaan teenkö sen. Jos en oo tehnyt, niin voitte kuvitella kyllä miltä se kuulostaa. Mutta Lone kiittää ja kuittaa. Me nähdään taas seuraavien videoiden parissa, kuten mekin näemme Pinkie Pien uusien Pinkie Talesien kanssa parissa. Mutta se on meikäläisen puolesta morjesta, moi!